Hello friends, welcome back. Today we'll explore one more micro niche. This is a very narrowed micro niche. I would actually call it as a ultra micro niche, very focused onto one specific product segment. So let's get into the details. The product segment that I'm going to talk today is tankless water heater. So some of you wouldn't have even heard about this. I will also not really aware of this product segment till I did some analysis. But the data is really very surprising and very exciting as well. So let's look into the details. So there are about 46k keywords are there associated with this particular the micro niche topic that we just picked up for today for analysis. So let's perform our the five factor validation that we typically perform for any of the micro niche to validate if it is really worth to pick that for microblogging, micro niche blogging basically. First validation we apply is difficulty or competition. So if you go into this keyword tool, there is a label called KD. KD stands for keyword difficulty. Lower is always better, easier to rank. So I always suggest look for the keywords with the difficulty less than 20, apply that particular filter. And let's see how many keywords will appear for the difficulty less than 20. You have nearly 2000 plus keywords are there. So that means there are enough number of keywords with low difficulty or low competition. Now the second factor is search volume. Search volume, you can find one more label here, something called volume. Basically search volume is nothing but how many times each of this keyword has been searched online organically. That's what it is. So for example, if you see propane tankless water heater is being searched about nearly 5.9k times per month on an average. So what I normally look for is in the first page itself, if all the queries are above or near 1000, then that is a strong indication that there are very strong good search volumes are there. More is always better. But here if you see the last one is about 700. So all these results keywords are more than 700 search volumes are there. So considering this is only one product segment, this looks to be attractive. So second validation is also true. We have a decent search volumes, if not exceptional. Third one is scope for content. So what it means is when you're actually writing content for this particular micro niche, you should plan or you should pick a micro niche that has enough scope to write minimum so many number of articles. So as an arbitrary number, I always suggest at least plan to publish about 100 articles. More is always better. If you publish 200, 300, 400 articles on this particular micro niche, then nothing like that, it will become even more popular. But if you just publish about 30, 40, then it is basically difficult to expect some kind of a success. So normally the approach what we take is we already applied the difficulty less than 20. Also apply a filter to see number of keywords having the monthly search volumes of minimum 500. So being this a very specific focused product segment, you don't read really 500. Also even the lesser search volume keywords also is good to try. But even if you apply minimum monthly search traffic of 500 with a difficulty 20, you still find about nearly 290 keywords. So even if you remove some of the branded and all those things, you can easily find about 100 keywords. And if you actually reduce this volume, right, you will be able to get even more keywords. That means there is enough scope to write the content if you pick this particular micro niche. Now the fourth one, this is the most critical one, where most of my blog analysis or micro niche topic analysis is fail. So I always want to see if there is any site which is not well so highly established or which is not a branded site, uh, purely exclusively built on this particular micro niche and performing well. with respect to traffic and the earnings. So then that is basically a good case study and reference point for us to go ahead and kickstart this particular blog in related to this particular microneed. That's what it basically indicates. So after so much of analysis, I discovered one site. You can see it here, tanklesswater reviews. 100% focused only on these products. If you see here, so best tankless waters, and then electric tankless water, then portable, about it. That's about it. There is nothing else is there. So straight away the homepage itself, if you open, it started with an article. So you can see here basically the simple heading: 15 best tankless water heaters review and guide, and you have basically the multiple other articles. So if you go here, you click any of those things, you will be able to find more articles. So let's analyze the data points related to this particular website. Let's get into our tool and go to Site Explorer, and basically let's key in the domain, check it out the data. So let's see what data points look like. So one attribute I normally look or focus more when I analyze any of the site is DR. DR stands for domain rating. Simple example: if you are starting a brand new website today, your DR for that particular site will be 0. But if you check the DR of any established site like a facebook.com, microsoft.com, google.com, some of these sites, you will find DR as about between either above 90 or near 100. So what it means is, if you are starting if it is a relatively new site or non-branded site, DR will be less. So while taking this reference, you always should look for a DR less, because when you start tomorrow, your DR also will be less. So if a low DR site is performing well, that is an indication that even if you start a new site, you can also perform well. Now the other attributes I look for is, one is how is that organic traffic. So it is about nearly 5k. What organic traffic keywords is nothing but for number of different search terms for which this particular site is appearing in search engines organically. Then the other attribute is organic traffic. So how many people on an average visiting this particular site through search engines organically per month is what it is, nearly 4.6k. So compared to other niche blogs, this doesn't maybe relatively low, because other blogs would have found about 10k, 15k. But remember, we are talking about just one product segment, and then so many visitors are there. So for me, considering those things, it looks very attractive. More than this, another very important thing that we need to keep in mind is, these are not small ticket items. The cost of these particular products will be very high. So even though there are low number of people are there, a number of visitors are there, still your profitability will be high when you are picking up the big ticket item. That's what you need to keep in mind. So our fourth validation is also true. That means we also verified that there is a low domain rating site that is performing very well, exclusively built on this particular micro niche. The last one is earning potential. We also want to verify whether this particular niche has enough of earning potential. Best way of verifying it is just analyzing the earning potential of the site we just verified. Already DR is low, so we verified nearly 4.9k keywords and 4.6k organic traffic. There is one more label, if you notice here, traffic value. Traffic value is nothing but the amount this particular site can earn on an average per month if you properly monetize. Keep that in mind. If you properly monetize, so it is extremely difficult to properly 100% monetize the way tools imagine. So there will always be some deviation there. I would suggest take just a 10% of it. Consider only 10%. That's a very conservative approach. Even if you consider 10%, it is about nearly 790k. But if you see, if you saw my remember the thumbnail that what I kept for this particular blog is, I mentioned nearly about a 2300 plus dollars per month. How it is? So what happened is, while analyzing this site, I went ahead and checked out how many posts or blogs this particular site has published? Only 36 results. If you see here, just for 36 blogs, look at the kind of results that it is actually showing. That tells you the potential this particular product has if you get into a quality content publishing mode. So uh, for 36 pages, if it is giving you about a 7.9k per month, right? I normally suggest estimate these things about for assuming that you have a minimum of about 100 posts. Now out of this 36 you will have easily 3 or 4 pages like about us page, contact us page, and those kind of things. So nearly about maybe 30 to 33 blog posts are there. So if 100 means you need to triple the content. So assuming that there is 100 page plus content is there, this will become 3 times. So that will be about nearly 23.7k. So that, right, that's what it is. So into 3 equal to, so if you multiply into 3, so this will be, so for about a 30 plus articles, if you are seeing nearly 7.9k, if you actually publish 3 times of these, that means nearly 100 articles. So the earning potential for this particular site would be about a, instead of the 7.9k, it would be roughly about 23k. So even now if you take a 10% of this as a conservative approach, you can actually earn about a 2.37k US dollars per month. That's what it is. So there will always be some ifs and buts here. But we are actually going by the data that is shown here. Even if you consider those things, this particular niche blog has so much of potential. Then you can say that, look, I will increase the risk percentage here. I will only consider 50% of it. It's all up to you. But typically the way we calculate, so there is an earning potential of nearly minimum of about a 2.3k USD per month if you can publish a proper well-researched high quality content and enough number of articles related to this particular micro niche blog. That looks very exciting for such a very micro niche product segment. See, advantage of for with this micro niche product segment is you can become an expert within a very short period of time, because your scope is so limited. When you are talking about a specific product segment, once you publish about a 5 or 10 articles, you will get to know exactly what are all the elements related to that particular product segment. Then after 20 or 30 articles once you publish, you will automatically be able to write a lot more in-depth content related to that particular product. But if you pick some niche that is has so much of a wider breadth, then it will take some more time, lot of quantity to become expertise there. So if you look at a lot of some of these blogs on this particular reference site, very plain, no any jazzy designs, straight away product name, you have image, and then description, some features, and go ahead and buy now button. That's about it. Let's pick maybe some other, maybe let's see some of the portable water heaters. Again, similar structure, there is no other mode. It's a completely a templatized structure. But one thing you need to notice, look at the the quantity of the content, look at the depth that they provided. They went into the very detail, what are all the things to be considered for each specific factor. They clearly mentioned or wrote in-depth content. Now let's see what is basically the content on this particular page. Let's look at the content. It's 6,800, nearly 7,000 word content on this particular blog post. That's what made the difference. So they went into the very detailed description for each of the product. Though these are only 6 products, they wrote about a 6,000 plus word of content, on an average 1,000 word per each of the product. Typically if you consider other blogs, right, for each of the product it would be about a 300 to 500 words is what people write, about a 500 maximum. But here if you see for 6 products, this is a 6,000 word content. That shows how depth the details are provided. That's the one of the reason probably this is ranking well. But don't look at only the quantity again. So this is another myth. So if you write a long blogs, thousands of words, you will be able to rank. That's not really true. While you write a long post and write high more number of words in your blog, at the same time ensure that you are providing high quality content and superior content. Most importantly, do a competitor validation and provide the details that are missed out in the competitive blogs, and also the details that they provided, you also provide them with more information and more supportive content. Basically your article has to be superior in comparison to competition. Then if you produce a more number of words with that kind of a quality, absolutely I think it should outperform, if you can give enough time for that. So that's what it is. That's another micro niche I just thought of discussing today, and looks to be very exciting, especially if you have any interest towards this kind of a product segment, and if you are more looking at an affiliate site. So this is 100% an excellent micro niche topic, uh, targeting heavily towards affiliate marketing. Okay, so that's all I wanted to share today. Hope you found the content useful. Thank you very much for your time. Bye.